is Alpha Niner calling Science Station Hermes.
Alpha Niner, this is Science Station Hermes. We read 555.
Roger, Hermes. All cleared. Sector Gamma Delta 4. Request clearance for landing.
That's Roger, Alpha Niner. You are cleared for landing. Switch to station control.
Switching to station control, synced and locked.
Alpha Niner, be advised Zulu Command once you're ready for debriefing.
Roger, Control.
Sir, reading an Terran battlecruiser in Sector 7. Alert status. Clear weapon interlocks. Alert Zulu Command to our situation.
Alpha Niner, scramble.
Roger, Control.
Moving into attack position, beginning my run now.
Sir, we lost Alpha 9. Divert full power to shields. Scramble sweaty crack. Shields down to 80%, sir. Stay on those shields. I need full power. Shields down to 60%. 50% and dropping. Launch emergency distress beacon now.
Hey everybody, it's Landon. I hope you all had a nice Christmas. I figured that since it was the Christmas season, I would introduce you to one of my more interesting Christmas traditions. By the way, for Christmas, my family got me flu, so sorry if I sound a little squeakier than usual. Anyway, I'd say about 8 or 9 years ago, I was bored and I was visiting relatives, and all I had was a pretty poor computer setup. And the only thing I really had on me was a little flash drive. You know, one of those jump drives you put in a USB thing, and the only game I had to play on it really was this game. So I played a few games of this at my family's place, and ever since then, I've always made a point of playing this game at least once every Christmas season. So I figured I'd go ahead and play it for you now. For those of you who've never played this game, this is a space empire building game. Let's go ahead and just set up some stuff here. Large. Medium's a bit of a risk for what I have intended for this particular run. But why not? I feel like playing dangerous. Alright. Now, this game is a lot like Civilization, I believe. I've never actually played Civilization. This game series came out a lot, during around the same time as Civilization, and I played this one instead of the other one, and well, Civilization stuck around and this one didn't. Kind of sad actually, but a different developer got assigned to handle the sequels, and it did not end well for this game. So, I'm thinking, yeah, we'll take these guys. Lizards. Now then, cool thing here is this game lets you custom make your own race. And I've got one in mind. It's one that I've used a good bit. And, I just think it's fun. It's not really the best, it's just fun. And we start off with Creative. Now, what Creative Pick does is it allows you to get 100% of all technology options. I'll go ahead and explain that later. Now, most people think, a lot of people think this is great because you get 3 times the tech. Really, it's not. It's got 2 major problems. 1, a lot of tech just isn't worth having, and 2, since you can't trade tech with the AI, you take a big diplomatic penalty because trading tech with AI makes them friends with you. Of course, since we're going to take the diplomatic penalty, we might as well go ahead and take the other diplomatic penalty of repulsive. That's more or less a free pick for us now. Now, we'll go ahead and combine this with Subterranean. What this does is it allows you to have more population on your planets. More population means more research for more creativity. And in order to support the additional population, we'll take unification, which will give us additional food and industry. This will allow us to both colonize more planets, and also to develop the food we need to keep our larger population satisfied. Now, we've got 4 more negative picks here to pick, so I'm just going to go ahead and take some combat stuff. These 2 combat picks are probably these are basically your gimmies. Minus ship defense is something you can take, and it's much better than your losing ship attack, because ship attack also determines the order in which we move. So if you get rid of defense, you're not getting rid of your initiative. Also, ship defense only deals with guns. For things like missiles, the only thing that matters is if you could shoot them down first or you have the technology to deal with them. As for ground combat, I'm creative, which means I'm going to be getting all the ground combat technology that all the other races do not. So I'm going to end up with the best ground combat by the end of the game. And we'll just put in my name here. And let's see what color I want. I haven't been orange in a while. There we go. Let's see here. First off, let's see what we're in for. We got a medium radiated rich planet. That's nice. And a medium swamp. We can grow food on that swamp planet. That's nice. Both of these are very nice. Now, let me go ahead and tell you what Subterranean does. Here's our starting world. See how we have 18 population? Normally, your starting Terran world is 12. Basically, Subterranean means your race lives underground, so you've got more surface world available for growing food, just more space for everyone to live. And for a medium planet like this, it's a straight up additional 6 to your population. So, like, if your starting world is 12, and you get another 6, well, that's another 50% population, which is pretty sweet. Thing is, this is a very habitable world, which means it's got a very high population count. This medium radiated world, that would have a population of 4 for everyone else. And when you add 6 to that, that is a 150% boost to the amount of population this planet can hold. So basically, the planets that most people would consider crap in the early game, we can actually make them useful. And when you combine that with the extra food to ship it over, we have a huge population bonus if we can colonize these worlds. So that's basically going to be my strategy. Yeah, I'm going to try to just grab some territory and then colonize it much more thoroughly than my opponents will be able to. And hopefully that population bonus will be enough to get me where I need to go. Of course, there's probably going to be people next to me. So let's see what we're going into for technology. Now let me go ahead and explain to you why creative is not as great as some people think it is. Construction, advanced engineering. You have anti-missile rockets, reinforced hull, and fighter bays. If we were not creative, we would have to pick one of these. We only get one. We can't get the other 2. Since we're creative, we get all 3. Here's the thing. Anti-missile rockets, they are only useful until you have 2 research levels in physics. No, actually 3 when you can... No, yeah, 2 then... Yeah, 3. Basically, you have to get the battle scanner from physics. And then, once you've got the battle scanner from physics, this is completely useless. You will never use it again for the rest of the game. Then we have fighter bays, which are basically combined all the weaknesses of missiles with the strength of point defense guns, making them totally useless as well. You will never put them on a ship once. And then there's reinforced hull, which doubles your ship's HP effectively, which is awesome. If you're not creative, you're going to put that on every single ship you build for the entirety of the game, with the exception of perhaps the scout. So it's sort of like this reinforced hull is the clear and obvious winner. If you pick anything else for any reason, you are wrong. You should not have done that. And that is about the way it is for about 80% of these level picks. So, yeah, not so good. Thing is, if we get something like the next level, automated factories, massive production bonus, heavy armor, another HP doubling, and it also gets rid of a nasty little technology, and planetary missile base, massive defense bonus. This one is good to have all three. And that's why you end up taking creative. It's for these special levels right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get some freighters up and going. We're going to need the freighters if we want to colonize that radioactive planet, because we've got to ship food out there, and you use freighters for that. Of course, we're a little low on cash, so we're going to go ahead and sell our starbase. And here, let me go ahead and give you some. Let me go ahead and give you the colony screen here real quick. These guys are producing food. You need enough to cover your entire population. 1 unit of food for each unit of population. Pretty simple. And then you have industry. Industry is used to build stuff. Each planet can only support so much industry before you start generating pollution, though. And then you have to spend as you generate pollution, you have to spend industry to clean it up. And then finally there's research. Research makes you better, so the more you can put in there, the better. Now, here's the thing. Since each planet has an amount of industry they can perform without generating pollution, you're going to want to have like one person on industry. That way, you're getting that pollution-free industry bonus going. And he'll just be putting it into the colony base to colonize the other planets, while the other guys are researching the freighters. Alright, let's see what we're in for. Hey! I didn't immediately meet somebody. That's a good thing. We'll sell the marine barracks, so that'll give us a little more money, and it'll also free up more income since we're not maintaining those things anymore. Alright. By the way, these things here, these are your basic levels. Since we're starting on a pre-warp civilization, what this means is that a lot of the technology you normally start out with you don't have, so everyone's going to get these. So everyone will be getting these, all three of these, even if they weren't creative. Speaking of, oh boy, this is the problem. Starting on medium, we got contact. Okay. Not sure how far away that is. My goal is going to be to get some defenses up before some heavy industrial guys like, say, the Meklar on Meklon are able to come over and take my stuff. Let's see here. First things first, though, we gotta get our planets colonized. Alright. 1, 2. Now then, let's talk about cash. This reserve here is the amount of cash we have in billions of credits. And you can buy stuff, and the less time you spend buying it, the more it costs. So basically, if you can just get a little bit, like once you get it down to, say, you've produced half of it, then it only costs like 1/4 the amount that it would cost if you hadn't built any of it. So what we want to do is get this colony base built up to half of it, and then we'll purchase the rest. which is why I sold my space station. Let's see what we got here. That's close. Nope, that's not close. One more turn. Yeah, that's good enough. Perfect would have been 200, but I don't like the Mechlon being so close. Alright, now, we're going to go ahead and colonize this one first because it's rich. Mineral-rich people produce more industry, and that will be important for this first colony. Alright. Now, since it's radiated, there's no farming. It's not capable of growing food. We have to ship in all our food, which is not a problem. First, go ahead and get you some food to ship over. Good. Alright, let's go back to my stuff 1. Now then, population plus 42. The reason we wanted the rich one is because we can build housing. And now if we build housing, that 42 has turned into 159. Since our major advantage is or at least one of our major advantages is our population, we're going to need to get our population up fast. And what we're going to do is we're just going to generate population on this planet, and then we're going to move it back over to our main planet, which we'll be using to build stuff. Oh, we're surrounded by another industrial giant. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. And I am easily within conquerable range of those guys. This might end up being a short game. I'm going to need to get my defenses up fast. Alright, what do we get? Yes, which is perfect. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save the, now I'm going to do something called saving production. First of all, we'll go ahead and do the same thing on this colony that we did on the other one. Now we've got another one generating a large sum of population. Just to give you an idea, that's how much is being generated on my home colony without any additional production boosts. The other guys, they're going to be getting even less because they're closer to their maximum than I am. So this is going to be a pretty nice population boost, you know, for the beginning. Now then, what I'm doing here is I'm saving production. This is going to Starbase, right? Thing is, I can go ahead and change this later, and I'll still have the production there. So basically, I can just change this from a Starbase to a building and produce it immediately. So it's good to stock that up for a rainy day, or in this case, just save it up so I can build stuff with it. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to get, since we have to do some researching, we're going to want to get the research bonuses, which is the electronics computer to start. Alright, here's what we're looking for. Research library. Houses state-of-the-art computer equipment, creating a superior research environment, generates 5 research points, and increases the research each scientist produce by 1. Since each scientist currently produces 3, that's a 33% boost, with plus that extra 5 on top of it. Definitely want. The other 2 things are just some minor combat stuff. Minor guns accuracy and missile redirection. It's going to take us a little while to get there, though. So, hurry up and produce your housing, guys. I'll leave it to your imagination what they are doing on that planet in order to fill the housing. this is the tense part of the game, because I don't know what ships they've got, because those stars are out of my scan range. Come on. Excellent. That's what we needed. And now we're going to make a beeline here for the extra production and the more importantly, the defensive boost. Because with this particular race, I do not want to be in early game combat. This race, you know, it does its stuff later on in the game. I have to get there. So, 27, 41. Nice. Oh, low on food. A bit of micromanagement in this early section of the game. In a bit, we won't have to do nearly so much. Okay. Here it is. Automated factories and planetary missile base. Heavy armor is nice too. But it won't be immediately useful. This guy I've found to be a questionable ability. I'm not sure he will actually make enough money to cover the cost of his upkeep. So let's just go ahead and reject him. And I will dismiss him from here, which gives, normally he sticks around for 30 days so we can hire him later. But if he's in here, you're less likely to get other heroes, so. Heroes just increase the bonus of a ship or a star system. Okay, they expanded. That's good. Means they didn't immediately build a warship to take us down. Alright, we've already stacked that planet up to max. Alright, that's what we needed. Right there. Automated factory missile base. Those missile bases up fast. I'll put the extra research lab there for some additional research, because we're going to be de-emphasizing research in a little bit. And we'll basically be relying on the passive bonus from the research areas. Alright. We gotta get our stuff built. Okay, that's good. Okay, we got that built. Let's get some more research going quickly. Okay, good. Chrysalids you always have to be worried about, because they have huge, massive early game advantages. So they're far away, and that makes me happy. Okay. Biospheres are a particularly nice little piece of technology. What they do is they increase the population maximum of a planet by 2. So since this is 18, add 2 to that, that's another 10% population bonus. Which is nice. I like that. Let's see, Missile Base 8. Okay. Oh, now I get you. Well, I'll take it. That guy gives you extra science, by the way. I'm always happy for more science. Alright, we're almost out of the beginning of the game. Oh, I need to save my money for new systems. Two more turns. Well, wasn't that apropos? We've gotten all of the early game technology that we need to begin our initial expansion. Oh, there's one more thing we can get, isn't there? Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. It's always nice to get this one going fast. And? Good, our population colonies are now back up to speed. Check this out. Now with the additional production boost they get from the automated factories, housing is now increasing at 243 per turn. That's almost a colonist every 4 turns. That's pretty fast, especially since the other people to start are only getting about like 1 every 10 turns. Let's see here. You need just 1 more to stack up. So, we're going to be filling up this planet next. I'm not going to build the hydroponics farm. I usually don't consider it to be worth it. The upkeep maintenance cost is just too high for what it gives you. We'll build myself some biospheres though. And excellent. This is another one which gives you 2 major bonuses. Well, that concludes the early game. I think this would be a good place to call the episode, because next episode we'll begin our expansion phase. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode.